Hello there! Have you ever had communication problems at work, at your office, with your couple, or somewhere else? Has any of these communication issues evolved into a discussion? Let me tell you that here we are going to see a solution, and it might sound crazy, but cooking is the answer. Cooking assertive communication through better feedbacks. Peter Drucker states that 60% of business problems are caused as a consequence of bad communication. It is hard to communicate well when someone thinks that is being judged or attacked. And guess what? Just as in the businesses, we all live in organizations where usually bad communication ends in fights and discussions. These organizations are called families. At my fiance's home, discussions, as she told me, were something normal, and she just learned how to live with that. But being comfortable with an ambient like this is not okay, and it might generate stress and demotivation. So I had to do something in order to change her mindset and the mindset of her family, because otherwise an aggressive ambient could become something normal for them. Thanks to Management 3.0, I found the perfect tool to improve communication in a different, empathic and sensitive way. Time to put some food on our hands and into our brains. Let me eat some feedback wraps. This tool is something created by Management 3.0 in order to give feedback and share opinions in a positive, sensitive and motivating way. The wrap is assembled with 5 ingredients that help to enable actions that you can improve in your environment in general, by giving feedback on very specific things or behaviors, and even on some really wide elements. Well, for applying this practice, I use the template that Management 3.0 facilitates. I printed some copies and went to my fiance's house. As you can see, there are 5 ingredients that have a specific order in which you need to assemble the feedback wrap. I gave every member one paper and asked them to think about something that was causing some stress or unsatisfaction, or something that was upsetting them. With this in mind, we all started to cook the wrap. On the first ingredient, I told them to write on the space a description of their context regarding the situation that each one had in mind, this in general terms. On the second ingredient, I told them to write down their observations regarding the situation, but in a friendly way. This means without accusing or attacking the people. On the third ingredient, I asked them to reflect on how the situation made them feel and to write that down. On the fourth ingredient, I made them explain why fixing the problem or improving the situation was important for them. And finally, on the fifth ingredient, I told them to openly write some suggestions on their own words, but just as in the beginning, in a friendly and sensitive way. By facilitating the practice, I saw something interesting, taking my fiance's situation as an example. Her nephew was living with them for a while, and she was not making good efforts at her virtual classes. Despite Jimena, my fiancée, scolded her nephew, she was not changing at all. It was like some yelling, some crying one day, being better one day, but then all the bad habits were normal again. When Jimena cooked her wrap, she wrote down this situation and expressed her emotions and concerns regarding her nephew. She wrote things like, "Dear nephew, I want you to be a strong and independent woman, and that is why you need to learn as much as you can. This is why I am worried for you." When she shared the feedback wrap with her nephew, despite she is just a child, she felt the good desires deep in her heart and started changing for better in a permanent way. With that alone, I learned that talking on emotions and feelings is much better and profound than talking on facts or errors and successes, and this generates more trust and comprehension and align in a better way suggestions and amendments. I think that the philosophy behind this tool is a really powerful one, and it can help us to be more assertive and non-violent regarding communication. We need to use this tool in order to improve our surroundings. The solution process for little and big things by applying this tool will be much better in your own houses or in your own works. With this video, I have finished the 7 videos that I promised, but soon we will be seeing each other again when I share with you my practitioner certificate. Thank you and see you on another occasion.